Hello, peeps. Hello. So this time, it should actually maybe work with that vertical thing because YouTube did some. Hello, Racing Man. Hello, Amnesty. Hello, Alexander. Hello, Keldazar. They did some multi-streaming thing. So you can see here. Can you see my screen? No, you can't. Here. So you see it streams this one and also a vertical one. So maybe we get more people in this time because the vertical, I thought it was working last time, but it wasn't. So hello Lou Flu and Gunako. Oh, the gang's here. Oh. And Mr. JKD, blah blah, and Ingen. And Berto is here too. Alfredo. Damn boys. You're quick today. Anyway, Happy New Year, by the way. Hope you had a fun and didn't get hurt or anything and had some fireworks going off. And some nice time. Let's switch to the lo-fi. It's too fast, the other one. Yeah, YouTube Shorts live. Yeah. I don't know when it shows up because when I'm swiping shorts, I don't see lives as such, I think. Hello, Robin. So my plan was to fix a few things. I have a long list of bugs and stuff that I got in, over New Year's and up until now. I've had some other stuff I needed to do before I could go back and do this. So now I'm starting up on fixing these things quickly, hopefully. Famous last words. But hopefully get it out of the way fairly quickly within a week's time or something like that to get it out and then go back to the firing system. So that's the plan. I don't know how much I will get done actually today on the live stream because I only have an hour and a half maybe. But let's see how it turns out. Okay, so so let me see here. So the first thing I need to do is actually to update the version because right now it's the same version as it released. So we will go in here and change the version to 26.1.1 so we know what version we will be on. So that's the first thing. And here, perfect, boom, we can already check one in. One thing done. And actually this, if you are kind of a developer and want some little tips, this is actually one of the things that that I recommend people doing to not lose motivation and burnout. It's very important to have these minor things, and just upgrading the version is actually a thing. So this little thing is a check I can set on the list. So that's good, perfect. Even though it was very, very simple, but why is it lagging so much? Computer dying or what? Huh? Okay. Anyway, so that's done. Perfect. I'm out. No. Hello, Pyrotechnic. Hello, Linus. Hello. I'm actually so excited to finish the year. So start my Pyrotechnics apprenticeship next year. Okay. So started next year. So is that like 27 or is the next year now 26? For the record, I don't know anything about fireworks in real life. I rely on you guys. I just know something about vertical fireworks. Hi, is it easy to make mod in the workshop? It depends on how crazy you want to go. It is fairly easy because you don't have to code anything. Everything can be done with just Unity and drag and drop stuff, and then of course tweaking some things. Oh, Nix. I'm terrible with names. Yeah, I don't know, do we have some kind of mod thing? Do we have some? No, we don't. I can't remember. But anyway, if you Google Fireworks Mania mod tools, and you can basically start with this one, which is a playlist on my sheep on my YouTube channel. You can also click on my YouTube channel here, and there is a list called mod support or modding or something like that. Hello and welcome. And it starts with me explaining everything. And that first video is actually pretty long, but it also takes you through everything. So like if you don't know anything about modding or Unity or anything. Yeah. Hello, Berg is again, names on me. Very bad, but hello anyway. So Linux, take a look at that playlist and then decide if it's something you want to. Every tools and everything are free, so it doesn't really. You can just give it a try whenever you want to. How do that zoom thing is OBS? Oh, yeah, that's really crazy. Huh? Whoa! And it follows the mouse when it's working. It's some OBS plugin thing called what's it called? Actually, don't know. I can't remember. I don't even know where to set it up actually. Yeah, it's some plugin. It's called something like Zoom or something like that. Real life fireworks mania. New Year's Eve meetup. When? Yeah. Well, me being from Denmark, you being from United States. I'm not going to the States these days, I think. But anyway. I think it would be hard to gather the crew. But anyway, just one comment on something that you didn't ask for, but you were thinking. I can sense that you were thinking, oh, why haven't you upgraded to Unity 6.3? I'm glad you asked. It's actually because there is a bug in Unity 6.3. I'm on 6.2 right now. And 6.3 have a weird problem where some UI thing just tanks the performance, just freezes up the game in the editor. And I was hoping that Unity would fix them by themselves, but apparently now it's been many updates of 6.3 already, and it's still a problem. So I had to do a ticket or a support ticket saying this is a problem, and they were like, oh, we can't recreate it. So I had to figure out a way to recreate it, and I didn't want to send the entire Fireworks Mania project to them. So I had to figure out where the problem was actually caused by, where it was creating it. So I ended up doing a project that was the exact same code, and in 6.2 it was working fine, and in 6.3 it was just the performance was just tanked for no reason. And let me see, is it this one? Let me just see if it's... Hello, this is one. I'm gonna create a little video. Remove the sound here, but I'm creating it here, and just let me see here. Let's see here. So this is a video I sent to Unity. And here I'm explaining stuff. So this is the first version in 6.2, and I basically have a button that I click that generates 300 UI elements with some UI things on it, and you can, and then I log out something whenever it begins populating and finish populating. And as you can see here in the corner, every time I do it, I add 300 more to that list, and it takes less than a second. Every begin and finish is within the same second, like 27, 27, 26, 26. So almost no matter, of course there's a limit, but almost no matter how many I add in 6.2, it just keeps working the same way. Whereas when I get to 6.3 here in a moment, so the first time it's fine, you can see 18, but then look now, the next time I click, it's like, it takes like, let's see, yeah. So now it takes 2 seconds. And then I click again. And now it takes, I don't know, 4 seconds. So It was just to show them that this is a problem, because this is a plain project. So I had to do that, spend some time, create this project, and send it to Unity for them to look at this and hopefully fix the problem. Because it's pretty clear that something is wrong, and you know, it works in the old version, not in the new version. So anyway, okay, tons of messages. Rådhuspladsen Copenhagen is a place I'm never going on New Year's Eve, that's for sure. Because that is a war zone. Banned RP servers, they are destroying the game. Just don't join them. Hey, was gent. The rules are in the description, so you know what you are kind of joining. And if you want to do a lot of spawning and stuff like that, then don't join an RP server. The middle meeting, yeah. What do you want to do? I'm French. More of the Netherlands, Belgium. I'll go to Germany for New Year sometimes next few years. Okay, cool. Netherlands fireworks. By the way, just a question, because there have been some talk about it. Is it true that Netherlands fireworks is banned like now, you know, in New Year's 26? Is that banned? Bro, his head is so shiny. Yes, it's very shiny. I can even zoom in more if you want to. It's 20 years of IT work and kids. And 6-7 years of a game. Stop now, that's calling. Next time. Okay, he's over it out. I cannot follow up with all these chat things. Mainly kids, yes, that's true. About to shave my head. Exactly, Amnesty. That's exactly the same. You know, I have 2 kids, and I cannot remember when I finally did it. It's not completely shaved. I actually have a little hair, but I actually have long hair right now. I need to do it again. But anyway, maybe it was about 30, maybe 2. Yeah. I'm 42 now, so yeah. What are upcoming plans for Fireworks? Okay, maybe we can do a quick short-term plan. Is that I gonna fix over the next week or so. I will fix a few bugs, get the last things I needed to do with the destruction of the city working, hopefully. Remember from the last live stream we had this issue where it didn't want to rotate correctly, and it bothers me so much. But anyway, so I need to fix that, and a bunch of other things and bugs that people have reported. And then I will push that update out, and then I will go back to the fireworks system, firing system, to get back and work on that, so we can get something working that we can get out an experimental, get some feedback, and improve, and then release that. So that's the short-term plan. Yeah, fireworks is banned in Netherlands, right? 84% bald. Yeah, maybe. I haven't measured it, but sounds about right. Someone lean to Casimir. No, I will just stop reading the chat in a moment for a while, so I can actually do something. But I'll look from time to time. So, but let me go to the next thing. Oh yes. Okay, so maybe the first thing here. So something that I don't know why I have seen it, but I just forgot it again and again. But we actually have a problem with the clear. We only have a clear fireworks button. Let me see here. Come on. We don't have a clear props button. So as a client, you cannot clear your own props. I don't know why. We. What is that? Why we have it like this, but I can't remember if I just forgot it or yeah, I don't know. But let's see here. Yeah, so you can see here where is the. So it must be the inventory tabs here. Here we go. Clear button. Okay, so you can see down here that we have only a clear fireworks button, and we should really have a clear props too, because you can't right now this is kind of the client side of things in the inventory where you can clear your own stuff. I don't know if that should really be. I don't know if it should be some other place, but right now it's here. So we need another button to be able to clear the props for the player. And I don't know. I had the other. I was on a server doing New Year, doing the Christmas vacation and New Year's, and I needed to clear my props because I couldn't spawn anymore, and I was far away from the props I spawned. Hello, Ander 507. Thank you for following. Remove prop mortars. Yeah, okay. Yeah, but let's do props first. Hey, Skits, thank you for the following. Hey, didn't he just get banned from the YouTube thingy? But anyway, no, there will be no microtransactions. No. See the chat when view button with the know you. Huh? You should make an option to still see the chat windows via a button. With the no. Okay, yeah, so you can hide the UI and then still see the chat. Yeah, but then I can make options for everything. So, and it's pretty easy to just click that F2 back and forth, I think. But maybe we could have some options to remove I actually have on the to-do to remove the tooltips to the right, for instance. Hello, Dodie, hello. Your game is very cool. I'm from the same country. Oh yeah, I was thinking you were called Anders maybe, but yeah. Anyway, so I will take a look here. We have a vertical thing, so we should basically just be able to copy this one and then say clear props button. Why is it so? Okay, it's positioned. Okay, might not be the best way to lay it out, but okay. Oops. Yeah, this is not super great. What? Not really super great. Not the best way of doing it. But let's get it to work first. Then the alignment can come later. So clear props, and then we need a. Oh, that is not even translated or what? Okay, it is. It's not. No, it's not. Oh, damn it! Let's see. Do we have a translation for this? Clear. Clear fireworks. Button clear fireworks, but that's for the work. That's for the host. So we actually also need new text for this because I can see it's actually missing both the clear fireworks and the clear props. Okay. So let's see here. So let's do a button. Clear. Okay, that is the clear files. Clear props. What will we call that in Danish? Ryd. What do we call props in Danish? Oh, it's a lot of viewers today. Maybe it is that the vertical thing is kicking in. Maybe, I don't know. I can't see a difference where things are, but also the Jesus Christ. That auto thing for the vertical. Take a look at this. How useless is this? you can't see anything. Anyway. They should do something so I can actually use the vertical stream from OBS to put into a vertical stream for YouTube in the same go, so I can control more what is in view. Anyway, what do we call props in Danish? Rekvisitter, isn't that what we call it? Yeah, rekvisitter. Ryd. It sounds so weird in Danish, but I'm always putting the Danish and the English in, so I can see the difference when I'm testing. But let me I just need to see if I need to inventory. You know what? I think we will do it this way. So we say inventory button clear props, and then we do a clear inventory or an inventory button clear fireworks, because then I can distinguish between the host clear fireworks, because if we want to call that something else, and we'll yes, okay. So now we have some text for this, and then I can go in and I can put in this, not here, and then I can say clear, and then there needs to be inventory fireworks, and the other one should be clear props. So now they should be working, and I just need to push and pull some translations from all that stuff, but that's second. No, I'm Danish. I do speak a little German, but it's only from what we had on these little MC tapes in school. Yeah, fjernfyrkeri might be better instead of ryd. Yeah, might be right. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, you're right, might be better. You met on a random server. Okay, cool. Yeah, I meet a lot of people, so I cannot remember everybody. Yeah, objector. I don't know if we call props rekvisitter or objector in the game in general. I can't really remember. If the game would port like automatically, so you mean like no effort in the actual porting part, would I switch to another engine? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Question is if we should. Actually annoys me that this is not like one line, but yeah, it's hard to know, you know, based on how the text will be in a different word. Anyway, so let's see here. So the clear fireworks prop works here. So let's see. I don't know if we already. I don't think I have that. So it's the inventory UI controller, inventory UI controller, clear player spawned items. Oh, is it maybe actually clearing everything? Oh, damn it. Then we don't even. Then we just need to rename it and not have another button. Okay, let me check something. But would. Okay, so let's say this button down here. Is it okay just to have one button that clears everything that you spawned as a client? Or do we want to be able to say fireworks and props? Because right now the text said fireworks, but it looks like it might be clearing everything. But that's what I'm gonna look into now. So what do we want actually? I would say actually it would be nice to be able to distinguish, but let me see how. You know, German won't be one line. It's not a one line. I can do many one liners, and it might save lives in a certain situation. But I can say, ich heiße Hubert, ich komme aus Köln. Was ist denn los? Spielst du Tennis? Nein, schade, ich bin neu hier. So see, I can make my way around. No, we had that already. Blah blah blah. Make the clearing. Could make the clearing a drop down, and then you select what you want to clear. It becomes very fine-grained then, and if it's only two things in the drop down, it's a little overkill with a drop down. It's some extra clicks, I think. What are you talking about, Keltusa? What are you referring to there? People complained that they had to reset mortars and lights each time. Hello, Maxi Mulking 5000. Okay, let me see what this is doing. Clear spawn. Let's go from the client. Let's go here. Ownership falls. Okay, so we can change that now that we are on it anyway. I cannot remember at all how this is working. So how do we distinguish between I cannot remember at all how I created this? So how are we keeping track of that? So it's here it is. So spawn props. Okay, that's that every time. When do we do this? Okay, so we update that. Yeah, one button for everything. You want to, yeah, so we want that, right? Because right now it was called clear fireworks, but I think actually it was clearing everything. So we want the clear props and clear fireworks. Yeah. That's how I remembered it too, and why I created this, I guess. But right now it seems like it's clearing everything. Yeah. Clear mortars. But then we can go for everything. Clear shells, clear whatever. But how am I just have to figure out how I made this myself. I just need to figure out how the hell this is working. So when do we okay, so found okay. Yeah, okay. So spawned data, where does that come from? So that's from this one. Okay, so okay, wait a second. This one there. Yeah, client and found player data. Then spawned fireworks. Okay. Okay. So it is actually only clearing fireworks. It's not clearing props. Okay. I just had to understand my own logic here. Let me zoom in a bit so you can see what I'm doing here. But we also want to fix this because this is actually the old way of doing it. So I think we just need to do an RPC here and not require ownership. I think that's the default anyway. I think this is fine actually because it's just server RPC, so server client. Okay, but okay, so we need to. Let me just close some of this so we have a more simple setup here. Okay, so we have a method. So from the UI, when you click the button, we have a button called clear player. We could call it actually clear client spawned fireworks, and then we do another one. And then we do another one called clear client spawned props. And let's forget about the mortars right now because we are pushing the limits there. So let's also yeah, let's do it this way. So can we put a bool in here? So let's say, okay, clear client spawned fireworks. And then we have another one called clear props. Yeah. And then we do the server message just saying clear client spawned items server RPC. And then we could, I'm not sure this is the best way really. It should be a enum really, but we only have two now. We can always change it later. We call it clear fireworks and we do a bool clear props. I'm not sure I can send a bool to an RPC, but I think I can. So this way we can do it like this, and we can say clear fireworks, true, false, program, and false, yes. The AI know what we want to do. So we have the same method we can clear, where we can send in that we want to clear the fireworks, but not the props, and we want to clear not the fireworks, but the props. And then if we want, we can have an all too, if that's becomes a thing. So this way we can just say, okay, so we find the client spawn data here, and then we say if clear, let's like do it this way. So if we need to clear fireworks, we will find the spawn fireworks and we will despawn everything. And if we have clear props, we will find the spawned props, and then we blah 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 destroyed that one. Boom. Simply put, at least. So maybe this will work. Let's see. Can I get your playlist? So the one we're listening to now, Alfredo? Yeah. It's the Stream Beats. Let me share it here. Stream Beats Lo-Fi. This one. There you go. Yeah, okay, I see your point, Kelusar, that mortar is kind of a weird thing, and I also have other to-do items, because this shell mortar thing is kind of in between a prop and a firework. It's a prop by itself, but combined it's really a firework. So yeah. But anyway, let's see if this works first. Because I can actually extend this to a mortar. It should actually be pretty simple, because I can just do it's in the props thing, so I can just do this one, and then I can check if it have a mortar behavior component, and if it have, I destroy it, or else I don't. I can do that, but let's see if this works first. So this is the UI controller, so this is the one that the buttons are calling. So the clear client spawned fireworks should call the clear client spawned fireworks method, and the props should call the props, of course. And again, AI knew what I was thinking. So before we can test it, I need to hook it up to these new methods here. Okay, yeah, of course. Yes, okay. My bad. I need a send to. So send to. So this one is a server RPC, and it needs to be sent to the server. Yes, because it's only the server that can destroy these things. So that's fine. So let's see here. Now, Mania, does it require attribution? The playlist? Yes, in the bottom, and you should hopefully see it on this live stream too, in the description. I would hope so. Let me just check. But you should see it says something like music by Stream Beats or something like that.
Du mellem 15 og 25?
Yes, you can see that in the bottom. Music, for a Stream Beats song, because I switched between the different playlists. Now we're just listening to this one, but if you want to have something a little more, I don't know, there's some synthwave, which is nice, and there's also a I can't remember what that was called. That's the groovy one. Yeah, it's my own list, actually made from some other Stream Beats albums. But we can go with this. This is a little more up tempo thingy. Okay, anyway, so so we just need to hook this up because now the reference is gone because I changed it, I guess. Okay, it's not. Okay, there's something wrong here. It's not built correctly. Oh, that's this new one again. Yeah, okay. Okay. Because netcode for GameObjects changed the way this works. So now we can call it server RPC parameters, but it cannot be of that type. So we do it this way. Now it should be fine. Because I expect this reference to disappear, because that's always what happens when you change the method name. And that's actually one of the downsides of, I don't know how Unreal or Godot works, but this is something that I don't like about Unity. And that's the way it can just silently break stuff. So as an example here, I renamed a method in my code. I renamed this method here. So before this was called something like spawned items or something like that. So I renamed this to something else. And it's okay that Unity cannot know that I now want to point to this. But if I start the game right now, these will just point to nothing. And I won't know about it until I click them and it's not working. So sometime it would be really nice if Unity could kind of inform me that, you know, as it says over here, this is missing now, so this is not gonna work. But as far as I know, Unity don't say anything about that. And that would be nice already now to know that, oh, by the way, guys, this one is not working anymore. Please fix. Because you can easily break stuff like this if you are not very careful. Okay, so this is the fireworks. So we say clear client fireworks, and the other one will have to say clear props. Boom. Okay, so, and the way we have to test this in a multiplayer, because else we cannot know. So let's start up a multiplayer, a local multiplayer session, which is made much easier to do in Unity 6, by the way. You don't care, you don't have to, but I tell you it is. I wonder how it would. What is it? Ah, damn it! We used to have this in 2 screens. Just a second. Let it start up, and I will move it in a moment. I wonder how it would. I'm wondering how it would took so long to someone make such a simple but fun game. Thanks. Oh yeah, I don't know. The story is that my son was asking for a game like this, and I couldn't find any, so I started creating it. But yeah, what? Okay, wait a second. So yeah, the point is that the game should look simple, and it should be very simple to get started with. But under the hood, it's really complicated actually. And it started out like, as Keldusar was saying, it came out in 2020 and was just a pure, simple single player game with 60 or something like firework items and 2 or 3 maps. And then, you know, I released that to see if it is something that people would like. And apparently it was. So quickly, you know, mod support became a thing. People wanted that, so I refactored and implemented that. Now it just took me like 5 seconds to say, but it was very complicated. And then to top it, the community said afterward, yeah, that's fine with that, the mod support thing. That's cool. Can we get multiplayer, please? Fast forward 2 years, and I released multiplayer in the new years between 24 and 25. So this December here, I didn't release any major things. It was just like 25 was more like a year to get the multiplayer kind of solid, to at least as solid as I could get it right now. Still a lot of room to be improvement and stuff like that. Yeah. So yeah, that's the story in short term. Game is a thing for much longer than 6 years. Yeah. And you know, Yeah, now I've been working on this for, this is the 6th year I'm working on it after it's being released. And if you go back and look, the initial game was a lot different. A lot simpler, at least. Not different, but simpler. Anyway, so let's see. So we have now 2 versions of the game here. Let me create a host here. It doesn't have to be fancy. Because we're just, let's just take one thing in here so we have something that is not native. Let's see here. Adding a remove prop button, that will be this 26th thing. I'm just, when this is done, it's just mic drop, boom, and I'm out. Unity was way more commit than Unity. Yeah, but it doesn't, the engine doesn't really matter. You need to be in an engine that you enjoy and like, and that you know. Of course, some are better to, if you know you want to do mobile games, I guess Unity is the best. If you are aiming for PC console, maybe Unity and Unreal is on par. If you want to have some crazy graphics but low FPS, maybe Unity, Unreal is the thing. I don't know. That was a little joke there, but the thing is with Unreal, I have no experience with Unreal, but they show this thing you can just drag in, and it looks amazing. It looks amazing in these demos they're doing. But have you noticed how many clearly Unreal games are on Steam that just runs like 20 FPS? Because it is not that easy. It's easy enough to drag in some things that is kind of prepared, but you know, it's not like Unreal solve all performance issues. You know, you have to know stuff, and you have to performance optimize, I'm pretty sure, in Unreal too. So anyway, so this over to the right, this is the host, right? Yeah, this is the host, and this is the client. Okay, so let the client here. Let me spawn something here, and let me do some modded stuff too, and some props, a present, a snowman, and a Christmas tree. That is the ultimate test. Okay, so now the client here, he should be able to clear his fireworks. So this should go, and it did. These are still here. And let me spawn some fireworks again. And let's clear the props, which should only remove the one to the right. I'm out, man. Let me just try one more thing so we can see. So let's take some Christmas trees here. So this is all spawned by the client. Let me now spawn something over here from the... So he is spawning this, and he is spawning this. So this is the host. And now the host wants to clear his firework. This one, yes. His firework is still here. Props is still here. Props is still here. And now he wants, and I want to have some fireworks here to just make sure that it's still working. And the host now clears his props. And now the props are gone, the fireworks are still here, and these are still here. Now the host say, damn you guys, let me clear everything. Clear all props, which we need to update the text for too, because this is not the, it needs to be, just call all, I guess. But that's a translation thing. So when I click this, because it's the host, it should clear everything, even though it says props here. It should move all props and fireworks. The question is if the host should have a button too, you know, one for fireworks and one for props. So we have a different, so we can differentiate between the two. Let's see here. Boom. I sure want to clear off all props. Yes, sir. And now everything is gone. Boom. Do we have any issues? Not other than Amnesty that doesn't have updated to the latest mod tools. But besides that, some stuff in the, some scaling stuff I need to fix, but it has nothing to do with this one. So everything seems to be working. That was okay, not every, we have some text in it, but anyway, it kind of worked, right? So that's really cool. Variable jetpack for us to get into high locations. Sure, I can just go up here, add jetpack, no problem. Now, jokes aside, actually some kind of fly mode. It's I guess it's easy enough to do kind of a free cam, but I want to do it in something that is a little fun, you know. Jetpack is fun, but the problem with that one is that people have different characters, and characters can be small or big. So having a jetpack that fits everyone might not be easy. So I'm thinking about more like a Superman thingy or something like that, so you can get around. And secondly, it would also be nice to have kind of a drone mode, but I don't know if the drone mode is necessary, if you can fly around, but it's just like, it would be nice to be able to do some, I think it could be nice to have some nice visuals, like, you know, from far away like this, where you can fly around between the houses and see all the fireworks and stuff like that. But it's on the to-do, hopefully for this year, but let's see. Do the prop walk. Oh yeah. If you have yeah, also teleport. I think that is also something that people have requested, that we should allow clients to teleport too, or at least the host should have an option to allow it. So you can say, okay, can clients teleport? Yes or no? Because it could also be crazy if everybody's just flying around like that. So if I enable it for clients, it will be something that the host can say, you cannot do that. Yeah, Godot is much smaller and it's much younger. It's more optimized for what it's doing, and it doesn't have as much bloat over the years as Unity and Unreal have. That's the beauty of a new engine. It can be very targeted because they know how the other stuff works and they can target to that one. But over time, it will also have, you know, the more support, the more stuff it supports, the tougher it will be. So, and the more legacy it have, because Godot is not gonna just break, you know. For instance, Unity could also be moving much faster forward if they were just saying, like 2 years ago, the old rendering engine is just obsolete. We're not going to use it anymore. Bye-bye. Have a nice day. And then just break all old games. But they're not doing that because, you know, that will make a lot of developers stuck and be mad about it. And for the same reason, I don't think Godot will do the same when it gets, you know, some age going. I'll be missing Panini's thumbnail creator pack. I'm not sure you will be missing it. You can just have it in there too, I guess, besides the built-in one. That's also a thing. That thumbnail creator thing, I want something that works better or something like that. The one we still have in the mod tools, which is inspired by Panini's thing, just a little simpler. I still don't think it's super great. I have to. There's a lot of tools out there that I can buy, but I cannot include it in the mod tools because the mod tools is out there and open source. So I cannot just put out a tool I buy to everybody like that. So yeah. Anyway, so this was working. So what did we miss? I need that. We need to fix that text on the host actually, because that is kind of annoying. So if we go to the host here, so yeah. So this actually works. I forgot to switch the language. I have to test that in a moment too. So this one here. If I can find my way in there, can I click this? No. Yeah, I can. So this one, why is... okay, it doesn't have any localization. So what do we say? Do we want to have a button? So when you are the host, should there be a button for clear all, clear fireworks, or should it just be clear fireworks and clear props? Or should we just have one button? Now you can decide stuff, guys. I will just commit what I have right now, by the way. Okay, because this actually worked, so that's so while you think about that, I'll just do some commit here. It doesn't work in newer Unity versions. Okay. Okay. I have talked with Panini and he was okay with me including it. I just wanted, because his was very complicated and with a lot of things. So I just took a simple version of it into the mod tools. So yeah, he said I could use it. Maybe I have to look into it again. Yeah, Maxi, I think you're referring to what is called in English, at least I have learned because I don't know anything about fireworks in real life. They are called bird bangers, I think. And Konaku actually did a mod to support that, but it broke when we updated to the multiplayer version. But he just worked on it again. I don't know if it's out yet. If Konaku is still here, I don't know if it's out yet, but he is working on it and on a multiplayer version of it. But eventually, it's something that I would also like to have native in the game, because it is a fireworks. Even though I don't want have to have guns and violence like that in the game, but bird bangers is a thing, so it's perfect for fireworks. Spider Fire, you have to try in English because I don't know anything about that. So yeah, so there is a mod, or Konaku is working on updating the one he made, as far as I know. Anyway, about the buttons, what did we go here? Okay, I'll keep it simple for myself and just update the text here, because we need a... we need a what? Okay, here. So let me just see. Is it called something with host? What did we used to call it? We didn't call it anything. Okay. Did we call it inventory? Inventory, but no. Okay, we didn't call it anything. Okay. So let's call it button. Maybe it should be inventory. No, it should be button clear fireworks. But Clear fireworks. We could use that. I could just rename this one actually. Actually, it's not. It says rød here, not fjern, by the way, in Danish. Okay, wait a second. Inventory button. Clear fireworks. Maybe we should just. Wait a second. Maybe we should just. No. Maybe we should. Maybe I can. I don't know if I can do this. Because the thing is, we already have one called. What? Didn't we just have clear? So we have one here called button clear fireworks. So why don't we just use that for the client thing? Because we have that already and it's translated and everything. So can I just update this? I think I can, because I think it has some internal IDs. Ooh, maybe. Let's try that, and then I will delete this one. That naming of things. Okay, we do something else. We do some host button clear all. Clear all. Fjern alt. Okay, let's try this. So in here. So this button here will have a text. We'll put the localization, and we will have a clear all, host clear all, boom. And it will have a text here says clear all. And hopefully it will be calling something clear. It says clear fireworks. I have to check that one out. I'm pretty sure it clears everything. But it's fine for now. And then we go to this one, and then we say, okay, clear inventory button, clear fireworks. So this one, because we have that translated already. So let's try this. And we don't have to test that in multiplayer. We just have to test it. Now it's just localization. Let's see. Shrouded, I don't know how to say. I'm pretty sure internally there is an ID behind this, so I can actually change. You also saw it before that it actually updated the clear button in the inventory with the new text. So underneath it's there is an ID. So I think that key, you know, the one I'm writing, is just updated when I push this to crowd in here in a moment. Okay, let's see here. So clear fireworks, clear props. I'm not satisfied with these buttons either, but anyway, that's the design for now. And here we have clear all. There's some UI design here I'm not a fan of, but for now that's how it is. So let me go to Danish here, and we should see udfyrkeri, fjern rekvisitter. Sounds so weird in Danish, but that's how it is. Fjern alt. perfect. We can try in German because then we should see. Where is it? German. Boom. So here we can say Feuerwerk, and we can say entferne alle Feuerwerke, and then clear props because it's not translated yet. And in the server thing we have clear all because it's not translated either. Okay, so everything seems to be working except this is not okay. Unable to find play with. Okay, so oops, mod reveal. Okay, so there was a problem if okay. So we might don't want to lock this because if you are clearing, if you haven't spawned anything and you try to clear, no, I think it's fine because it's weird getting in and then yeah. By the way, I can show you this. It was just an idea I had a long time ago, and I was just trying to do some missiles just because it was fun. But I had a problem with the way they were flying. They were not flying, they were not going tip down. You can't see it right now here. And then they also made in a way so they explode on impact. So if I do something like this, but it's just a local mod I just played around with. They don't have to be so close because then they will destroy. But something else. Anyway. Okay, so that error that has been there all the time, and it's not actually an error. It's just because when you haven't spawned anything, there's nothing to do, so that's fine. Okay, perfect. Let me just check this in here. Refactor localization. Clear bugs. Okay, so let's just try here. So now I should be able to go to crowd in and then push strings to crowd in. Yes, first I want keep translations. Yes, so let's see what happens. Maybe I should have pulled them down first. Oh, I usually do that to not override what everybody put in. But let's see. Okay, so I just put in these strings here. Delete the strings. Okay, so yeah, okay, so yeah, okay, so on crowding they might have been removed. So the clear fireworks is done, and that's replaced by this one. So let's see if we go to Danish, for instance, and we search for this one. You search for clear fireworks. Yeah, okay. Then the translations are gone. But wait a second. Now we push the translation, and that's why I should have pulled them down. But this is an old one, so anyway, push string translations. So now I should push the existing ones, meaning I should see the Danish one and also the different languages. See? So let's see here. Okay. sometimes it's a little behind. Okay, yeah. So now we have the Ryd Fyrværkeri here. And that is from the old translation. So now I'll just update this to... No, wait a second. Fjern, right? No, that's the inventory clipboard. Yeah, so that's the fjern. Yes, oops. Like that. See the clear thingy. So clear props. Okay, yes. And that was the old translation. Exactly. Boom, boom, boom. Perfect. So now these update. But again, I should have pulled them down first. But anyway, it's fine. Let me just quickly do. So now I pull the strings. So now I take all the updated strings from Crowdin, and I know there's been some updates since last time. So and then it's always a good idea just to go in and do a quick check what people are putting in here. Looks right. Perfect. Nice. Anyway, so the new translations have been pushed here. So if you want to help out, you can go in and update them now, and I can pull them in a moment. So let's see. Okay, so cool. About mortar further up. No, sorry, I'm missing a little because there's a lot of chat going on today, and I'm trying to do stuff too. Can you copy paste it? Just copy paste it again. Let me see if you can. Spotify, this is the best game in the world. Thank you for the support. Have you enjoyed? As Jacksepticeye said, this is the best gift. Yeah, exactly. Best gift every year. A lot. Yeah. There was actually the other day. I can show you this here. Let me see. It was actually kind of nice. I have a Google alert looking for Fireworks Mania stuff, right? And there was this Spanish article here about the silent Steam phenomenon that repeats itself every December. And it's a whole article about Fireworks Mania, because usually when this alert I have finds something about the game, it's typically some auto-generated site that just gets some information automatically from some other place, yada yada yada. But this is actually a written article where he discovered that thing that Fireworks Mania is doing, which is coming back every year. As you can see here, if you see Max here, you can see the spike in players. Normally a game starts out high and then it just goes down, and then maybe there is an update at some point, and it's up, and then it's just going down again. I don't know what game could be. I don't know. A lot of games have it like that. I don't know. Bongo Cat. It is a little more popular, I know. Okay. You see, it goes up, and then it kind of stays up and goes down, or stays up. Of course, this one have many more players, but it's not like it doesn't have these spikes. And this is just, we should look more at, you know, lower games than this really. Popular releases, yeah, okay, they're just hot. Anyway, the point is that it's coming back, you know, every year. So it's actually a pretty nice article. He kind of gets the whole idea, basically. Which has also been my, you know, you don't have to have a game, you know, that makes $500 million, because I'm only me and my family, so we don't have to have that many money. But if we can just have enough, that's fine. And that repeating thing of fireworks. But anyway, I can put it in here so you can read it if you want to. It's pretty good. Anyway, let me see. Right here, Friday night. I just didn't feel like. For the mortars, I was building a show this weekend, and it was very annoying to accidentally load multiple shells. Could we have an option to split shells out if there's already one loaded? Okay, yeah. That whole thing of loading multiple shells into a mortar is already pretty complicated. But the thing is, I wanna have some kind of. Right now, you cannot see if multiple. I think you can maybe if you look at it. I can't remember if it shows everything in the text, but I want to have some more visual indication that you have multiple stuff loaded into this mortar. So that's one thing that so you can actually easier see that multiple things are loaded into it. But actually right now, as I'm talking, one way we could maybe do it fairly easily is that if you try and erase the mortar, then the first click will remove all the other stuff, and then the next one will actually erase it. That could be a fairly easy way to implement it, I think. Yeah, okay, you want an option to not be able to load multiple. Okay, yeah, okay, that would actually be easier, really. That would be fairly easy actually to have that as a host setting, I think. No, exactly, and that's but it's two different things. One thing is that I actually also want to have something light up, you know, so you can see that you, for instance, when you have a shell in the spawn tool, it would be nice if all the entry points on mortars was kind of lighting up with some round sphere thing, so you could see that you could go here and it would snap to that one, and then that could turn red if the shell was too big and couldn't go into the mortar, and green if it was a perfect fit, and orange if it was too small, for instance. So there was some visual indication of that. So that's my thought. And then also there have to be some kind of, as I said, visual indication that multiple stuff is loaded into it. It could be some UI thing with a little round circle per item, and I don't know. But I agree, right now it's not very easy to see and know. And that little wee sound, it says, it's actually, I saw a video of you and Super playing and you didn't know what was going on and happening, And again, that's not very visual either, but that little sound is actually playing when the mortar is ejecting an item. So if something is too big to go in, or if you're trying to put a mortar into a mortar, that cannot happen either. But that little whoosh sound or whatever is actually, and actually if you didn't hold the, in your video you were holding the item, so it couldn't actually push it out, but if you were dropping it in, it would actually push it out with force. It would push it out a bit from the mortar. But again, it's not very visual, and it should be, because you didn't know, because it was not very obvious what was happening. It could be something like that, 3 clicks, yeah. If it was the left click, the single erase button, if you right click, it just triggers it, it goes fast, so just click, it would just erase everything. But it could be something like that. But again, it have to happen, it doesn't have to happen, but if more than you and I should understand it, there need to be some visualization of what's going on. So, so you can see that, first time I clicked, that little indication for multiple items went away. So I actually removed the other items. And then you click again, the fuse goes away. I cleared the shell, and then the third one removed the mortar, which is kind of a given what happened. So yeah, something like that is actually not a bad idea. But it would require that visualization, which I already have understood to do, to make it easy to understand. But it's a good point. It's a good point. And then also a host setting to not be able to load multiple things in would also be nice. So basically, as we always conclude, we just want everything, right? See your ticket, you can't play. Which ticket is that? Because we have multiple tickets. But actually recently we have had 2 players not being able to play, and that was because they were connecting to a VPN. So Robin, if you have a VPN, if you're connected to VPN, try and disconnect from that, because that has been the problem for some people. Okay, anyway, I don't know if anybody updated the text, but it's not, no rush. We can, we will just update it as we go. It's no problem. But anyway, we now have at least fixed that problem. So we have a clear props and a clear fireworks for clients, and it works. And we update, and we also localized it, and we also updated the localization of the clear all button, because it was called clear all props, but really the button in the host was actually clearing everything. So that's better worded now, so it's more easy to understand. And I think that will be it for today, actually, because I can hear we need soon to have dinner, so I will actually end it off here. But we got something done, so that's cool. That's very cool. Which will be included in the next update, of course. Support channel first post. I don't think you can say that because you cannot see the other ones. So I need to just write something in the ticket, Robin, and I will reply after the meeting here, or after the live stream here. But anyway, that's it. But Robin, write in the ticket, and I will reply to you here after the stream. So it most likely one of the issues that other people have had too. So I guess we can figure it out. So I will chat with you in the ticket, and the rest of you, see you in the next live stream. And thank you for stepping by. We had many more viewers this time. So maybe that YouTube vertical stream thing worked, even though it looks weird. But okay, it looks okay here when I'm talking, because then it's just my head blown up in the entire phone. Whew, that's a lot of forehead right there. Boom. Anyway, see you guys in the next one. Let me find end stream. That's here. Okay. See you in the next one. Bye bye.